Still not quite sure what you need to do to set your garden up for winter? Well, neither were we. Hi, I'm Melissa Gorzolanchek. I'm here today with Laura Bursell from Schrader's Flowers in Green Bay, and she's going to show us some great tips on how to winterize your garden, as well as preparing some bulbs that'll show up again in springtime.
First thing what you want to do is clean out all your dead weeds and stuff, and cut back all your perennials that are dying back. You want to cut them right to, where their crown or the base is. What you do to protect your rut is we're going to mulch it. A lot of people, they leave them, and then springtime you got more of a mess. That's that. We'll go to the rows. Most important thing is get your crown covered. I recommend using a rose collar, and because if you use a rose cone, what happens is they'll start getting new shoots, and you don't want that because your rose bush wants to go dormanted. Put your rose collar on, read the directions how to use it. Put some soil. You want the crown of your rose bush covered and to protect your roots. And then you take leaves or sawdust or even mulch and put on top of your ground. And this you want to do when you get a hard frost. But that's how you protect your roses from our harsh winters in Wisconsin. You want to plant your bulbs before your ground gets hard with the frost and that, and then you want your tulips and hyacinths and crocuses. You always plant your bulbs 3 times the length of your bulb, the depth. And before you plant your bulbs, I recommend use bone and blood meal, or we have bulb tone, which you can get at your local garden centers. It's just plant food for them and bulb boost. And then you make sure your top part's up. This part, usually your tip part, and some of it will be green. That part's always got to be up. If you do it backwards like that, you might not even have it for spring. Always plant like clumps, 5 or so, because then you can have a nice show at spring. And then give them a drink of water. And I always mark where I plant my bulbs. Sometimes you forget what you planted, so I always take my plants that I plant.
Now that you've learned some great tips from Laura on how to winterize your garden, you can find out more by going to our website or by checking out the article in our debut issue of Homestyle.